Wyatt Teller, Browns guard, talked today about quarterback situation, Jacoby Brissett, and what the offense will look like.
I mean, obviously we want to know what's going on and be done with it. I mean, I think that if any team was in that situation, that's what they want. But we got to, again, like I said, worry about your individual thing and kind of let that be, handled by whoever's in charge of it.
With that in mind, what are your impressions of Brissett?
Yeah, I think Jacoby's a great quarterback. I think, he's been here the whole time. He's studying the playbook. He's been learning. I think that he's a talented quarterback. Yeah, but he's a talented quarterback, and I'm excited to see what he's got.
Wyatt, you still got a lot of experience offensively, a lot of talent. Do you feel like you guys can still put up a lot of points, even if it is Jacoby Brissett?
Yeah, let's run the ball. I'm an offensive lineman. Let's run the ball. I honestly, I've alluded to it, but I'm so worried about what's going on in front of me. What backer to block, what D lineman to block. I can't really worry about who's behind me.
And again, Spencer, you're not comparing what you would potentially get from Jacoby Brissett to Baker Mayfield at his best. Compare it relative to what you got a year ago, and it's likely going to be better, and better than by more than just a little. And the team was right around 500 a season ago.
Yeah, I would think so. The hard thing is always obviously gauging year to year how teams are going to be different. I always like to say I treat defenses almost like a bullpen in baseball, where one year bullpen could be lights out, one of the best in the game, and then the next year it could just be a complete mess. So sometimes that happens. I do have a lot of hope for this defense this year, though, for the Browns, where I think that depending on if Jacoby's out there for 6 games, 8 games, 10 games, the whole season, I think they could certainly carry the workload for a period of time. And I think Jacoby's good enough that, yeah, he can keep you in games. He's more of a game manager in that respect. He's not going to make the big mistakes like we got from Baker last year when he was injured. So, yeah, when you look at it in that lens, I think there is a good chance that the Browns could be at least around 500. Obviously, there's no true 500 anymore, but around that mark, if not a couple games better, assuming they're playing great defense and they're still able to do some things offensively. And I do think a lot of it, too, comes down to play calling. Like, there was moments last year where all of us were watching these games wondering why Kevin Stefanski wasn't running the ball more when you have Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. Now you obviously got Dearness Johnson back there as well. Plus, there's been some rave reviews out of camp about Jerome Ford. So you have a you have a lot of talent rather in that backfield that hopefully they'll utilize. And that kind of starts with Kevin Stefanski. So I think with all that combined, there's still some hope. There's still some reason to believe that Jacoby Brissett can lead this offense and do some things. But it obviously is a little less the season's a little more ominous without Deshaun Watson being out there, but they can still make some noise.